Monday Night Live. Video blinked and 70 people online said they had no video, so I've ended and restarted. This is the shirt for this week. This is my pride flag, God, Country, Family, Guns. If you order this tonight, it will ship to you tomorrow morning. You will have it in time for the beginning of Pride Week coming up. I like mine better than the other one. 5x5, Roddy's Rule, Corey, what's up? End of the Longest Line, Landfill, what's up? Sondag, what's going on? Cat Daddy, Mr. Greg. Have you decided to run for mayor yet? I have not decided. Back again. Josh, what's up? Rubain, Corbett. A chainsaw workshop here on the 17th. It is $100. That gets you fed, gets you early access, gets you everything that's available. It's going to be a medical, how to prevent cutting yourself, what to do if you do cut yourself, what kind of saw should I get, how much saw do I need, right? And then we'll show you what each saw will do. Do you need a small saw or a larger saw? Why would I want an electric saw and not a gas saw? What would the applications for be better for? What application would be better for an electric saw versus a gas? How do I sharpen my chains? How many extra chains? What spare parts should I have? Fuel, how should I store my fuel? Right? How should I store my chainsaw? How do I fall a tree? Once the tree's down, what do I do with that tree? What if I want to turn it into actual wood and build things out of it? Sawmill. What if I want to turn it into firewood? What's the difference between a $200 log splitter, a $1,000 log splitter, and a $7,000 log splitter? Why? What do I get for that, right? What if I don't have that kind of money or I want to use it as a workout and I actually want to split wood? Which is better, a splitting axe or a maul, a splitting wedge, a blaster with a sledgehammer, all of that, right? Once you've made firewood, how do you store your firewood? What size should I cut my firewood, right? All those things. That's everything that's going to be going on. We will be available Friday night. The gates will allow camping Friday night, so you're here Saturday morning for the beginning of the event. Chris Watkins will be teaching and demonstrating most of the stuff here. Manager of Volunteer Tree Service. He's been cutting trees for 17 years. They send him out on big storm cleanup. Like, that's what those guys do. We'll have all kinds of equipment here for you to look at, all kinds of equipment demonstrated, and all kinds of equipment that you're going to get to try hands-on. Do I need a fuel-injected chainsaw, right? Did you even know they exist? That's what's going to be happening here, and that's going to be the 17th. That's Saturday the 17th coming up here. Wrangler Star does a great video on a portable sawmill. Nice. We will have most likely a Wood-Mizer here, a Wood-Mizer 65. I think that's what we've got coming out. The guys from Co-op here, the president of Co-op, which is over all of Tennessee, will be here. And the Waverly shop has a small motor shop there. They're going to bring out a bunch of Husqvarna, Echo, and Steel chainsaws. We'll have a chipper truck here and a saw truck, so not that you're going to buy one, but if you ever rent one, you'll know what they do and how they work. How do I climb these trees? Not that you're ever going to, but we will show you what the equipment looks like, so when you're driving down the road and you see guys doing it, you will totally know what they are doing, right? How much chipper do I need? If I need to rent a wood chipper because I want to make wood chips for my property because Chip Drop doesn't come here, or I don't want to buy wood chips because I don't know what they're actually putting in the wood chips, what can I expect with an 8-inch or a 10-inch wood chipper, right? What can I expect a $600 wood chipper from Home Depot to do, right? You'll see all of that, and you will know exactly what it all does. Plus, there'll be awesome fucking people here. You're going to meet a lot of people. You can't permanently attach one, but a guy like me could devise a detachable system depending on what you have for a stump. I don't know what we're talking about, what that means. Tool Cove, what's up? Last week you showed your hot knife strap cutter. I asked if the strapping was poly. You said, hell no, it's nylon. Was wondering why nylon is better. Mr. Landfill, you want the real fucking truth? I don't fucking know. I don't know. All of the mil-spec nylon is webbing is nylon. Every time I've seen polyester webbing, it's always really shitty. When you look at, like there's some gear out there all of a sudden popping up, and they're like SOE in these groups and stuff. And I'm like, that's not fucking SOE. It's from Pakistan, right? It's from India. It's from China. And that webbing that's huge and porous, and it's just that shitty webbing that usually comes free on things, as like the straps, the seat belts in shopping carts. That's polyester webbing. My 3-inch Champion wood chipper from Home Depot was a waste of $800. Richard, man, I've got a 22 ton from Tractor Supply. It'll do horizontal or vertical. It was awesome when I got it, right? And I was hard pressed to spend $7,000 on my Wolf Ridge. The difference is the wear and tear that goes on your body, right? I don't have to struggle to move a giant piece of wood or split it in half so that I can move it, or use 2 guys to move it to put it on that vertical thing, right? All I have to do is get it to the lift gate. The lift gate brings the log up, and then when it cuts it, I've got a 4-way wedge. They make an 8-way and a 12-way wedge. That means every push, it cuts it into 12 pieces of wood with a 12-way wedge. Nylon is stronger. Nylon is tensile strength about 5 to 10 times higher than polypropylene. My 3-inch Champion wood chipper for $800 is shit, especially when wet. I was making Evil Dead movie reference about the chainsaw. Right on. Somebody asked about attaching a chainsaw, aka ash. Oh, got it. It slips less. Some of it slips less, right? You could go 17337. You could go 1668 or whatever. There's different coarsenesses of the weave of the material also, right? We use 17337. We have for 35 years. There's companies using more coarse webbing. It doesn't go through the buckles. Like it's just doesn't fucking move. Plan to just pay at the gate for chainsaw class. Evan, I've got it made. I'm terrible about writing text. I actually had intended to shoot it to you and go, hey, can you look at this? What would you say instead of what I have said? You can permanently attach one. Okay, I'm going back through here. It's actually in Shopify. It's just not public yet. Where can we find episode 17? Okay, I've been through all these. Some of that webbing is blindingly under a work of light. So when we're cutting this green or this pink and it's on the table, from everywhere in the building, this whole work bay glows pink or green or yellow when that fluorescent shit's laid out. The light just ricochets off of it. The meat monger, yes, we will have a meat monger. We're going to do smoked bologna. It's going to be beautiful. We'll have other shit to go with it. And we're also going to do chicken. We got 2 different people cooking. That will come with your gate fee. Is that the pride shelf? There's 51 of you on here right now. Hit that thumbs up for us. Just back right out. Hit that. Keep shredding those flags. Man, I don't care about the flags. Fucking do whatever they want. It's when they try to push it on everyone else. I'll help with words. When will we see the new High Point holsters on the site? Man, if you got with Christian Green, he'll build you for real if you want one. He'll build you whatever you want, I'm sure. What are those silver banks of drawers from the floor to the ceiling? Those are Blueprint file cabinets. Targeting the kids is my, yeah, cut that last bullshit off the edge. Right? Cut that. I don't get to drive around and when the cops stop me, I identify as a free person. I do not recognize your authority over me to require me to have insurance and registration and driver's license. All right? I don't get to identify like that. So you don't get to fucking identify as a boy that's pretending to be a girl, right? That doesn't fucking work. You and how long has trannies been around? Forever, I would assume, right? Somehow they operated on their own though, right? It wasn't a big fucking deal. They have family bathrooms almost everywhere. Fucking most bathrooms are fucking unisex, right? So go use a fucking bathroom somewhere else and stop making a big fucking deal about it. You ever been in a girl's bathroom? I've been in several girls' bathrooms. For some reason, when they build Costco's and Sam's Clubs and shit, you know, and you go down that corridor and then it kicks back. For some reason, the men's bathroom and the women's bathroom is not on the same side in all their stores. So out of habit, I go walking in and lo and behold, I'm in a woman's bathroom. Do you know what women's bathrooms have on all their stalls? They have fucking doors. So, and there's no stand-up urinals in there. So how does a little girl know that a dude with a fucking pecker is been in there? Unless he's fucking showing it to her. There's doors on the fucking stalls. Why is this a problem, right? Why don't we just drag him out in the street and kick the shit out of him as the father? It's just gotten too far. You want to do your shit? Do whatever the fuck you want to do and until it affects me or my kids. Silence of the Lambs started that cross-dressing movement. Probably not true, yeah. Damn, Jody, enjoy your month. Just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just shut your fucking mouth, man. I'm just fucking tired of motherfuckers trying to make me pretend along with them. You want to go shit in a litter box? I don't care. But there's not going to be a fucking litter box in here for you. Yeah, there's no one taller. If the other side would fucking have their people stop shooting people, like all these people show up all of a sudden. I think my posts are getting shared in like a liberal whack job group or something because the school shooters and the anti-gun people have been showing, or maybe it's just that our shit's working, right? It's pecking the algorithm. We have videos going viral. So that could be part of it too. But that's what I always say when they're like, you don't need guns. I'm like, well, if you could get your side to stop shooting motherfuckers. Most of the people on the right, not all of them, but most of them, at least the people I know, they're not out shooting motherfuckers. They work. They have responsibilities. They pay taxes and insurance and payroll. They're responsible citizens. They're not out there doing stupid shit. The other side, on the other hand, you should look up how many of them are unemployed, right? Or their employment, for the most part, they don't create anything, right? They don't feel a sense of accomplishment because their clients are captive. You have to go to the DMV, right? If you don't pay the DMV, and in California, it's even crazier, you got to go to one place to get your car looked at. And then you got to go someplace else to have the car fixed that the other place said was wrong with it. And then you got to go to the DMV and pay the DMV, right? If you don't do those things, you eventually get pulled over for a ticket. And eventually they'll impound your car and they'll tell you you have to go to jail. And if you don't show up to court to go to jail, they'll send dudes with guns to your house that under the wrong circumstances will kill you or the fucking neighbor when they're at the wrong house, right? Those are bureaucrats. You think you got a bunch of fucking, who does those jobs for the most part, right? They don't have any sense of fulfillment. They don't have any appreciation. People don't appreciate them, right? When your mouth fucking hurts, Saturday night at midnight, You go out of your way to find that dentist that'll come into work on Sunday to fix your tooth and make the pain go away. You appreciate that person. Carry out our sense of responsibility predominantly. Smog charge, yeah. Cali, how about the smog charge? Most of these people work at Dollar General here. It's not NRA flag waving types shooting the place up. No, it's not. Fuck taxes. Who really wants to see women crapping? Exactly, man. But beyond that, right? How many stories are there where there's been a dude in there and they have physically seen the guy's dick, right? The pretender. The dude in a dress showing his fucking dick. How did that happen in the bathroom? There's doors on the stalls. Asking for a friend. When will we see the new High Point? Oh, I see what you said there. My entire mindset changed since I got the layoff warning and was building stuff just for other people. Man, there was a kid in here today. He's 35. He's not a kid. There's a 35-year-old guy. His wife is 40. And they were here taking intermediate action medical. Really nice couple. Has gear. He's taken fighting pistol in the past. And he's talking about his side hustle. And he's starting this little medical side hustle. And he's starting to do some online stuff. And I said, how much money did you make this month? And he's like, well, I haven't really started making money. I go, then it's not a side hustle. I said, do you own, and he told me, I don't remember what the name is. And he's got an LLC, and he's got a Wix page. I guess that's like a shopping cart software, website builder, Wix. But he doesn't, and I think he has his social media. And I said, hey, you need to have your URLs. You need to have all your social media. And it was kind of like, I'm working on it. No, you're not working on it because you could do all those things within 1 hour. You could have all of those things done, right? And I gave him data dumped. I probably downloaded on him a little bit too quick and a little too aggressive. But the difference is if you're not making money on something, right, it's just because you're not doing it. Like, you've got this hobby, and he's like, yeah, you're right, man. It took me 6 months till I got my LLC. But once I did it, it was done, in a few minutes online. And that's the thing. You just have to fucking do it. Wix is decent. I use that for my website. Saw those people, man, his Alabama accent was so thick. I didn't think it was too bad, Jason. He's like, we're from Alabama. I go, yeah, it's the same as Tennessee, except you guys don't fuck your sisters. Look at it this way. The Army invested money and time training me to protect the country and its citizens. Why should that responsibility change? Because I chose to re-enter civilian life. I was fired for being gay. How did they know? Were you really fired for being? And that's the other thing too, right? We have employees, right? We've had employees for 35 years, and inevitably you're going to have employees that leave on not good terms. They never say why they were fired. They only have I was fired because I was sick. No, you were fired because you missed 27 Mondays in a row. The one you were sick just happened to be the 28th. Takes less than an hour. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Trade someone for money now. 12 hours a day, every day. Yeah, I met with some people that had taken over a company, and I said, are you employees or are you business owners? And deer in the headlights, they're both like, we're business owners. I'm like, okay, as a business owner, you don't have a 9-to-5 job. As a business owner, when some shit happens on the weekend, you work the fucking weekend. When you don't have payroll, you work fucking every fucking minute, every fucking day until you have the fucking payroll. Otherwise, you're an employee. Business owner doesn't have a 9 to 5. A business, and that's what I said, a business owner is not a 40-hour person. A business owner is a 120-hour person. Man, we don't care if you're gay. In fact, we sad when we found out Jody and Aubrey weren't a couple. Just another example of people who want function in society playing the victim. Yeah, that's the big thing, the victim. They don't have any true difficulty, right? They've not walked out the door and had somebody hit them with a baseball bat. They don't wake up in the morning and they're not sure if their water runs, right? They don't wake up in the morning because their house is hot all of a sudden because the fucking power is off. Yeah, that's it exactly. I've worked 40 hours by Tuesday. 40 hours by Tuesday. We work till 1 o'clock Friday and Saturday. We worked until fucking 1 a.m. And we're in here at 5 a.m. almost every morning starting to work. Like we've before a fucking another employee gets here, we've already done half of the day's work. Yeah, there's no sense of urgency. It's I don't know why they're and I mean I don't know. I don't get it. A dude hit me up and I never heard back from him. Never fucking heard back from him. This guy hit me up and he's like, "Hey, we're starting this company, you know, we're doing all this gear and stuff, gear reviews on Instagram." And I looked at his page and he had like 4 or 5 posts and I couldn't find any of his social media shit other than Instagram. And I'm like, "Hey, what's your website?" I went to Facebook, couldn't find you. Make sure you grab that before somebody else takes it. And he's like, we're working on it. It's being, we are working. And I said, "Who is we?" And he's like, "Well, me and my partner." I go, "Okay, well, whoever's doing your social media stuff, fire them right now and just do it yourself because you can do every bit of that in under an hour." And I never heard back from them. I was actually going to send them some gear, let them take photos of it and shit. The truth is, we don't need a gear review. Like if we sent those kids, I assume they're kids, I don't know how old they are. If we sent them gear, they would get more traffic by showing our gear and using our hashtags and tagging us just from my name than they could possibly ever give us. And if I took their shit and reshared it, we've got a combined 2 million followers across the social media platforms at this point. We could just share their shit and they would gain a few hundred at minimum followers. Jose, what's up, buddy? MFK, what do you do? Gear reviews out there from people who have bought your stuff. And that's always it, man. "Hey, if you send us some stuff, we'll do a review." That's awesome, but you don't have 100 followers on YouTube. You don't have 100 people on YouTube. Buy some shit, do some reviews, and then do giveaways on the gear. You'll grow your audience. IG account with 2,000 followers used to generate 10,000 a month. My name, oh, Ken, I know who you are. Okay, got it. I know exactly who you are. Just made Elk Monte Cristo. I'm an abomination in the eyes of God. I hope things are awesome for you, dude. It's not difficult to grow an audience. It's just tedious. Just engage with them, man. go through. Like I constantly, if you look at the posts and stuff, even on our shorts, I constantly go through there and interact with people. When I get off of here, when I end up in bed, I'll have a laptop in my lap and I'll check notifications. And people that have posted the recent comments on the videos and shit, I'll go through and I heart them and star them at the minimum. And then I'll interact with any that are applicable, anything that I actually have something to say. Like there's a bunch of dudes on that. They're still commenting on Scully's 13 mag video. And guys, then they're being smartasses. They're like, yeah, that's why I carry a 50 cal. And I'll comment, I'm like, you're a grown fucking man. If you want to carry a 50 cal, you should have every right to do that, right? You do whatever you want to do until it directly harms somebody else. Nobody should have shit to say. Imagine if your government operated in those terms, right? You're a grown man. You do whatever you want to do that makes you happy. Imagine if your government did that. Poke the haters on TikTok. I haven't even been looking at TikTok. Not enough. They never comment back, and and TikTok's weird too, right? On those shorts, we've got I think we've got 13 million views on that video on TikTok. So last I looked, there was almost 10,000 comments on there, but that's deceptive, right? Even when there was only 100 comments, you'd go through, and one comment would have fucking 20 comments in it, and then one of those comments in there would have 20 more. So that one comment actually had over 100 comments within it. Fire the Mark 19 shoulder fire position. I'll watch. Hated. We had a Mark 19 out here at one of the parties. Hated those caves, Jose. They always so damn slow loading, unloading. I bet. Squeaky shoes, yes. Squeaky shoes. Really good calves. Chilling in the caves, Carthage, Missouri, waiting to get reloaded. Are you hauling stinky cheese? All right, guys. I'm going to shut this down here in a minute. Last comments, questions, statements. Who's ordering this shirt? You guys already got your shirt ordered? Send Rob Bailey a pic of them calves and tell him to be jealous. Why is Rob's in Cabo right now? It's their anniversary. Or he was in Cabo, at least yesterday. He was in Cabo. Store all kinds of crap down there now. A lot of frozen meals, components of meals. I thought Ford has like thousands of vehicles down there, stored down there. Title 42, pulling the thread top. I think we talked about it last week. I think we did that. All right, guys, if there's something you want that you've not been able to get, send an email. We will discuss it. That's how a lot of this stuff is being run. Guys are like, hey, I wish I could get blah, blah, blah. So we'll put it online. He orders it. We'll run it. Sam, I've got your Tropic toiletry bag. I do not have your OD zippered knife pouch. However, those were tasked today. They're going to cut and build 12 of those OD zippered knife pouches. So that order should ship in a couple days here, most likely. Saw danglers, any fupas. Just send me an email about what you want. Send me an email. We can run some. We ran out of danglers super fast. They just cut. I think they're cutting already on the floor from today. There's another batch of multicam FUPA danglers being run. Ford isn't in Carthage. I forget which one. Right on. Ford sending all those new Rainbow Raptors to San Fran with all the flags. Are those a real thing? I thought that was just like a one-time. That was a one truck for some driver. Why is Benton County so impoverished? The population is about 16,000. Median income is 30,000. Small town mindset, poverty mindset, corruption within local government. Most impoverished county, because you had a ton of factories here, right? Lots and lots of factories. It's a nice place to live, but there's not money here. All those factories offshored or went to Mexico years ago. The factories are still sitting. Like the blinking lights for the turn signs are still blinking to this day, but the factories are empty, right? So it just decimated this area. So people have grown up here, and it's just like West Virginia, right? The dream job here, they call them DNA jobs, is to work at the power plant or for TVA and be a game warden. Other than that, kids typically join the military, which is what the Future Farmers, the FFA program, is designed to recruit for the military, as was the Boy Scouts. You can come here and live like a king, but there's no jobs to be had here, right? You have to come with your own money or come with your own business. If you come here with a business, you're going to literally rip your fucking hair out because you won't be able to scale your business because of employees. Of all my employees, I think maybe 2 of them actually live in Camden here or Benton County. Most of my employees travel over 45 minutes to come to work here. Saw Walmart had Pride bleach towels tonight. Just shook my head. Gonna call it a night. Yeah, us too. Yeah, guys, keep in mind, Ford, that iconic American company, Ford doesn't refer to themselves as an American company anymore. All these companies refer to themselves as global companies. But we still have that Americana in our head, right? Ford. You can have any color you want as long as it's black, right? All those great, those great stories, that great history, right? Harley Davidson. CEO of Harley Davidson isn't he's not a U.S. citizen, right? Those are global companies. Those companies, the people that control those companies, hate your freedom. All of these people, these big money people that are not in the United States, say the number one priority has to be to disarm the U.S. citizens. Disarm your ability to have guns. Why would that be so important to the World Health Organization? Why would that be so important to the World Economic Forum? Because they plan to take over the United States. Hell, they have taken over the United States, right? They're bringing in your replacements right now. It's only a matter of time till they start rounding you up for the beliefs and the things you say, just like the KGB did. The camps are there. As crazy as that fucking sounds. The camps are there and in place. Why are they letting millions of people across the border right now? Because many of you, are going to be rounded up, and those are your replacements. Yeah, none of the U.S. motor companies have been. Yeah, you know what the most American-made truck in the United States is? It's fucking Toyota. Yeah, when that time comes, act accordingly. It was the Tacoma. It was not the Tundra. Is the Tundra built in the United States? I was not aware of that. The 4Runner is not. I have a Tundra. Toyota lots are empty. Yeah, I got a buddy who owns a Toyota dealership. There's no fucking trucks there. Like, they have one fucking truck, and it's got that ugly-ass baseball glove leather in it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night. If you need something, send an email. If you want some gear that's not currently available, send an email. If you want a war bag, they're not on the website. I build them one at a time. I built 9 of them this weekend. Tundra is built in Fort Worth. Moved from Toyota forklift plant. Very cool. American cars have shipped back and forth Canada, US, and Mexico forever. All right, night, guys.